TV footage shows this woman's last moments before she was brutally murdered by this man only moments later. Hi, I'm Meg. I talk about true crime. Let's get into this case. Grace Millane was only 22 and she had just graduated from the University of Lincoln. She was really excited about what was next to come. She had spent years saving up for a backpacking trip, and it was finally time for her to go. First, she went to South America for around 6 weeks. And according to her family, she was bombarding them with updates and pictures. She was a family girl. In November of 2018, she arrived in New Zealand. She was doing the whole solo travel thing, so she was on her own. Over a week later, she made her way to Auckland, where she checked into a hostel. Overall, she seemed to have been having a great time. December 1st, 2018, only a day before her birthday, she leaves the hostel at 6 p.m. to meet up with a guy from Tinder. This Tinder date's name was Jesse and he was 26 years old. You can see them meeting here in the CCTV footage and heading over to a restaurant/bar. Grace was being safe and she was texting her friend during the entire date, telling her that they were really compatible and that was going well. Jesse was apparently living in a hotel at the time, and around 9:30 they decided to head there. And these are Grace's last moments seen alive. The footage that comes after this is insane. December 2nd, aka the next day, was Grace's birthday, so her loved ones from England just started sending her loads of texts. Happy birthday, they were trying to call her. She wasn't responding, which was extremely out of character for her. Now, let me show you what Jesse was doing on the 2nd of December. Here's Jesse leaving the hotel. Here's Jesse up in that corner, buying a suitcase, returning it to the hotel, buying cleaning supplies, and lifting these suitcases back into the elevator and into a rental car that he bought that day. That same day, he even bought carpet cleaner, like a whole machine that cleans carpets, and told the hotel it was because he spilled some red wine on the floor. Safe to say he's looking a bit suspicious. By December 5th, Grace's family had not heard back from her yet. At this point, they had a really bad feeling, and so they called the Auckland police to let them know that she was missing. So they filed the missing persons report, and the Auckland police started digging. The police did an amazing job in this case. Go to part 2 to see what happened next because it's insane. Part 2 of the haunting Grace Millane case. So Jesse did a lot of suspicious things on December 2nd that basically point him to the murder, but police had not found this yet. Also, does Jesse not realize that CCTV exists? The first thing the Auckland police did was check the hostel where Grace had been staying. And according to the people at the hostel, she had never checked in the night of December 1st. And she had never come back, and all of her things were still there, perfectly intact. At first, police thought maybe she had found some new friends or a new guy and she was staying there because it hadn't actually been that long. It didn't take police long to find out what Grace was doing that night because there was CCTV footage all over the city. They didn't have the hotel footage or anything yet, they only had her in the city meeting with this guy. Police identified this man to be Jesse Kempson. Now, the only thing you need to know about Jesse is that everybody in his life who knew him knew that he was a pathological liar. He lied to everyone, his loved ones, his girlfriends, his landlords, everyone. Police obviously didn't know this about him though. Police obviously did not know this about Jesse, and they brought him in for questioning. He claimed that him and Grace had a great time. They parted ways at 10 p.m. and then he went to message her and she had unmatched him, and that was it. The police asked him for some DNA and he willingly gave it to them. Police let him go, and then they found the hotel CCTV. The police also now have him leaving the hotel, buying a suitcase, buying cleaning supplies, renting a car, renting a carpet cleaner, bringing full suitcases into this rented car, then washing the rental car, and returning the car. They also have him buying a shovel. If that doesn't connect the dots. Obviously, after this, they brought him back into the station, and he had an entirely new story. According to his new story, Grace was really into freaky things in the bedroom. And he said that they were drinking and then they did that and it went wrong. And he accidentally killed her. He said that he then freaked out and buried her body. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not believing that story. They then arrested him and they went searching for the body, and it didn't take long to find it. Her cause of death was strangulation. Mind you, he went on dates between buying all the things, so clearly wasn't freaking out that much. There was so much victim blaming in this trial, which made me so angry, but he was found to be guilty. Even after the trial, a bunch of women came forward claiming that he had abused them, so he got even more years for that. Jesse got life in prison, and he'll be eligible for parole in 14 years. See you next time. Thanks for watching.